Kyrie Irving is undoubtedly one of the most polarizing NBA players in recent years. Whether you love him or hate him, one thing is undeniable. His skill set is otherworldly. He's a magician with the basketball, a true artist on the court. Irving's mesmerizing skills and uncanny ability to create scoring opportunities have captivated audiences and left defenders destroyed. But what are the specific skills that allowed Kyrie to earn his reputation as one of the most skilled players in NBA history? These are the skills of Kyrie Irving. Explained. Kyrie Irving's college career at Duke University, though brief, offered a tantalizing glimpse of the extraordinary talent that was to come. A frustrating toe injury sidelined him for a significant portion of the season, limiting him to just 11 games. However, even in those limited appearances, Kyrie showcased flashes of the brilliance that would later define his NBA career. Playing just 27 minutes per game, he averaged an impressive 17.5 points. He was also on track to achieve a rare collegiate feat, a 50-40-90 season. This would have made the freshman only the 12th player in NCAA Division I history to accomplish this. But unfortunately, his injury prevented Kyrie from playing enough games to qualify. Even though his college career was shortened by injury, there was no mistaking the raw talent and immense potential that Kyrie Irving possessed. Irving's game is often compared to that of his godfather, Rod Strickland, a former NBA player in his own right. However, Kyrie has taken those skills to another level, evolving and refining them into a truly unique and unstoppable style. As Strickland himself has since said, Irving is, in essence, a 2.0 version of his godfather, pushing the boundaries of what's possible with the ball in his hands. This entertaining play style had both fans and NBA scouts alike dreaming of what Kyrie could do at the next level. So on draft night in 2011, there was a palpable electric atmosphere in his home state of New Jersey. The crowd erupted with cheers as the Cleveland Cavaliers made it official, selecting 19-year-old Kyrie Irving as the #1 pick in the NBA draft. When looking at his elite skill set, let's start with what Kyrie is most known for: his handles. Uncle Drew's ball handling skills are nothing short of legendary, as many consider him to be the most naturally gifted ball handler of all time. He possesses an almost supernatural control of the basketball, making it seem as if the ball is on a string. His ability to manipulate the ball with both hands, change directions on a dime, and execute intricate dribbling combinations is truly mesmerizing. If you watch Kyrie dribble closely, you'll notice that he is virtually never out of control. Most players at his speed and with his level of creativity would be prone to more turnovers and sloppy play, but not Kyrie. His dribbling isn't just flashy, it's fundamentally sound. It's instinctual. Irving doesn't just react to defenders, he dictates their movements. And when you combine that with his highly educated footwork, he becomes one of the most difficult players to guard in the NBA today. Speaking of footwork, Kyrie's mastery in this area is heavily influenced by his idol, Kobe Bryant. He studied Bryant's footwork meticulously, incorporating it into his own game to create a seamless blend of dribbling and movement. Watching Kyrie move with the ball is at times like watching ballet. Every step is calculated, every pivot precise. Whether he's maneuvering in tight spaces, setting up a fadeaway, or finishing at the rim, his footwork is flawless. It's this blend of impeccable balance and creativity that allows him to create shots out of nothing, just like the Black Mamba. The combination of Kyrie's insane handles and remarkable footwork has made him one of the most difficult defensive assignments around the rim in the entire league today, and possibly of all time. He can weave his way through traffic, create space with his dribble, and finish with a variety of acrobatic moves that often make even the game's best rim protectors look completely outclassed. No one in the league understands how to put spin on the ball quite like Kyrie. He can finish off the glass from impossible angles, using either hand with equal proficiency. His body control around the basket is second to none. Whether he's absorbing contact, adjusting mid-air, or evading shot blockers, Kyrie finds ways to score where most players wouldn't even attempt a shot. His ability to manipulate angles and use the backboard to his advantage is reminiscent of legends like Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson. He's also totally ambidextrous when scoring at the rim, as he can drive and finish with either hand with equal effectiveness. Opposing defenses are forced to contend with the fact that Kyrie is just as dangerous with his left hand as he is with his right. He can switch hands on opponents in mid-air with seemingly effortless grace, making shot blocking a near impossible task. This ability to finish and really do everything with either hand adds another layer to his offensive arsenal, making him one of the most unpredictable and skilled finishers in the game. One moment that perfectly demonstrates his finishing mastery came in the 2024 playoffs against the Clippers. Surrounded by multiple defenders, he twisted and contorted his body in mid-air, adjusting in real time before somehow kissing the ball off the glass for an impossible bucket. It defied logic, but for Kyrie, that's been his standard over the entirety of his career. One of Irving's deadliest weapons is his pull-up jumper. He has a smooth release, elevating quickly and timing it perfectly with the rise of his dribble, making it look effortless. His left-to-right crossover into a pull-up is particularly dangerous. It's almost automatic, and it's that combination of balance, rhythm, and timing that makes this classic move so effective for Uncle Drew. He can also hit these shots from anywhere on the court, as his shot selection is fairly unpredictable. To get a sense of this scoring versatility, let's take a look at his shot selection from the 2016-17 season, a year after he won his only NBA championship, where he played 72 games and averaged 25.2 points per game. Notice how he left no part of the court untouched, demonstrating his ability to score from inside, outside, and everywhere in between. This relentless attack from all angles forces defenders to cover every inch of the court, a truly exhausting task for any NBA player to contend with. As his career progressed, Kyrie also developed a reliable fadeaway jumper, in a way that feels like another nod to the late legend Kobe Bryant. The fadeaway allows him to create just enough separation from defenders, and his touch is so precise that even contested shots have a high chance of going in. It's just another layer he's added to his already one-of-one scoring arsenal. With this kind of all-around bucket-getting greatness, if there's one player you want with the ball in his hands in crunch time, it's Kyrie Irving. He has the rare ability to create his own shot in any circumstance, and there's no better example of this than his defining moment as a pro, the 2016 NBA Finals. Oracle Arena, Game 7. The Cavaliers and the Warriors tied at 89. There's just under a minute left. The NBA title now literally on the line in this moment, against a team whom many feel is on the short list of greatest NBA teams of all time. Kyrie finds himself one-on-one with Steph Curry on the right wing. He rocks Curry to sleep with a few crossovers, then steps back into a deep three over the two-time MVP. The ball arcs through the air, filled with the hope of every single Cavs fan that's ever lived, and drops straight through the net. That shot sealed the city's first ever NBA championship and cemented Kyrie's place in Cleveland sports history. It was a shot of confidence, skill, and perfect execution. But that wasn't luck. That was years of mastering his craft, waiting for a moment to step up on the biggest stage possible. As dazzling as Kyrie is, his career has been plagued by one major issue: availability. For all of his greatness, he has never played 80 games in a season. And even more concerning, from ages 27 to 32, when most players are in the heart of their prime, Kyrie never had a season where he played more than 60 games. Even though he's faced challenges with being consistently available, Kyrie Irving has remained remarkably consistent in his performance when he does get to the court for his teams. He never let those absences diminish his effectiveness as a scorer. Throughout those prime years of his career mentioned earlier, he's maintained an impressive scoring average of 26.3 points per game, while shooting 49% from the field, 40% from three-point range, and 91% from the free throw line, maintaining that elite level of efficiency he's had since those 11 games at Duke. Having said that, injuries have still constantly been a factor, limiting how much we've been able to see of him at this peak level. And now, With his recent ACL tear ending his 24-25 season, we're left wondering if we'll ever see the same Kyrie again. That's the harsh reality of basketball. Nothing lasts forever. We don't know if Kyrie will return to form, if he'll ever dance with the ball the same way again. But what we do know is this. If this is the end of Kyrie Irving as we know him, he is, without a doubt, one of the most skilled players in the history of basketball. His mastery of the dribble, his creativity around the basket, and his clutch performances have solidified his place among the game's elite. No matter what happens next, his highlights will live on forever. Because when we talk about pure basketball skill, Kyrie Irving is, and will always be, in a class of his own.